Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of BlackLantic. You may see us separate right now, but you're about to see us in the same room because we did a really cool thing last week. We were backstage at the Junos for 2 nights in the Q&A room, asking all of the winners what we think are some pretty interesting questions. And
absolutely. So they were in Halifax. We got to speak to the incomparable Maestro Fresh Wes, Aqyila. We got to speak to Tobi, Dominque Fils-Aimé, some amazing Black artists, also some non-Black artists, and some people that are just some amazing industry folks. So you really, really want to check out this episode. We've put a lot of love and energy into this one, and it was so exciting being there.
no doubt. Yeah, we're not going to take up too much of your time right now, so you can get into it. You'll probably hear us talking more, but you will hear us talking more about the Junos in the coming weeks on our social, so make sure you're following us there, and we'll see you there.
Here's the episode.
BlackLantic Media acknowledges that it carries out its work on the traditional unceded territory of the Wolastoqey, Mi'kmaq, and Pescataway peoples.
I would also like to acknowledge that I am seated on the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples, and is now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis people.
So, first nomination, first win, no big deal. How does it feel?
I have anxiety.
Oh, you won.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm happy.
Amazing. Your sound is so diverse, and as you said, kind of genre hopping. What are the influences that help you find your sound?
I feel like growing up in Toronto, but I also feel like traveling to London and playing in London. I feel like there's this relationship between the UK and Toronto that people don't talk about a lot, and I feel like my sound is about that.
So, yeah. Do you have a highlight of Juno Week so far?
Seeing my friends that I started DJing with like 10 years ago and all being here, like starting to DJ in like DIY warehouse illegal. No, in like all over Canada. And then coming all the way here is like so crazy.
Awesome. Okay, cool. I'm going to open up the floor now. I think we have a question over here. Oh, there's one over there. Sorry.
David James from 89.5 CIUT in Toronto. Congratulations, Bambii. And tell us about your collaboration with Luna. That was quite special. Tell us about that.
I mean, that one is so crazy because when I first started DJing, it was Luna's tracks that I first played. And, you know, it's someone that you see as so far away from yourself, like so many degrees of separation. So it's kind of such a full circle moment to collaborate with someone that I really admired for the type of music they were doing. She's one of the only Black women in electronic music, so it's like a huge deal.
All right, next up.
Hi, my name is Hilary LeBlanc. I'm with BlackLantic Media. You shouted out Toronto in the underground scene in your acceptance speech. Also, congratulations. I wanted to give you a moment to give some more flowers to that scene and tell us, like, how does that inform the sound that you have now that just won you this amazing award?
I mean, I feel like I make music for myself first because it feels good, but I also make music for the people around me. It's about the people around me, and I feel like I'm just the sum of all the communities that I've traversed. So I kind of touched on it, but I'll touch on it again because I must be short. But just being second gen Caribbean, you know what I mean? There's a huge Caribbean population in Toronto that is so integral to Toronto's identity. Being around so many immigrants, being around young people, queer people, trans people, it's really all. It's not only people talk about artists a lot. It's also the people that consume art, the people that understand art, that I feel like have so much unsaid talent that we don't talk about, understanding that have just inspired my sound. Just regular people around me that are kind of, they're in my music. Their stories are in my music. So that's where it comes from.
Thank you.
David Friend from the Canadian Press. Hi. I was wondering if you could talk about inclusivity in the electronic music scene. There's been a lot of discussion. There's been a lot of discussion over the past decade on making it happen, whether we're getting there. And I was wondering if you could talk specifically about where you see things now and what still needs to be done.
I mean, I feel like the fact that you asked that question kind of answers the question. So I get this question a lot. I've been getting the same question for the last 7 years. I think we'll get to a place that I think is ideal. When we don't have to ask that. When I'm not celebrated for being the only or for being the token. That's just normalized. I think that we're really fixated on representation, but not very critical of it. So I have to say, I think we're celebrating progress a little bit too early. I'm still seeing bills where there's one or two women that have been picked out of the masses. So I'm very critical. We're not there yet, if I'm very honest.
Over here.
Hi, this is Mickey from CHU 89.1 FM from Ottawa. My question is, okay, so I'm gonna put it this way. What would you like to talk to yourself? Like, what is the different thing that you feel in yourself right now and back when you start?
I think when I started DJing, I could not see all the things that it could be. I couldn't see anything. I just did it for the simple feeling of that it felt good. It made the people around me feel good. I had no idea that I was going to travel the world like 10 times over. I had no idea that I would make music. I had no idea that I was good enough even to do those things. I saw no examples around me. So I would tell myself that really anything's possible. Like, this is really crazy for me. I feel like I would never be invited into an institution like this. So I guess I know this is so cliche and kind of corny, but I would say anything's possible. You just never know what's going to happen.
Thank you so much.
All right, last question. Anybody? Right here.
Hi, Rudy Blair Entertainment Media, RudyBlairMedia.com. First, congratulations on this great award. What do you think made a difference now in winning this first timer, first win? What were you doing in 2023 and 2024 to lead up to this?
I think that I believed myself. I think that, DJing takes a lot of courage, but making music takes a lot of fucking courage. Sorry, maybe I can swear. But I think it takes a lot of follow through. I think especially as a woman who's in production, I think it takes a certain kind of gusto that I did not have before, that I kind of really picked up through mentorship, through just myself. And yeah, I think that I finished things for the first time, really hard things. And I feel like that's the difference, really.
That they continue to expand and grow, and that, because you know what, this place is full of so much incredible talent, so much wonderful music from all different genres, all different styles of music and art and creativity. And if they could just continue on that path, the community, the sense of closeness and togetherness here, I think is unparalleled based on everywhere else I've ever lived. And so if they can just continue on that path, we'll be okay. Yes.
So I'm opening up to the floor. Do you have any questions? Right there. Oh, sorry.
Hi. Jen Chapman with the Chronicle Herald. A few questions for you. First, how did that stage feel this morning? Tonight. Like, how did it feel? Kind of opening the show, welcoming the crowd. What a great song.
Thank you so much. I was nervous and excited because in all of my career, I've never been on a stage this big. I understand it's not lost on me, the opportunity that I had tonight. And I wasn't about to fumble with it. And I gave it all I got. My team and I came together, we rehearsed, we prepared, and I think we killed it. But going on there, Thank you.
And this is your first Juno nomination. Yes. What does that mean for you, and what will it mean for your career going forward?
Well, again, it means the world to me. Roots Girl was an album that my team and I had to, it's a labor of love. We had to overcome a lot of challenges, including a global pandemic, to bring it to life. And so to see that it has manifested all of this, wonderful recognition is really, really good. Feels good for us. We're working on our second album now with a lot more strategy, with a lot more support, with some funding. And we're hoping that we'll be on this stage again. To whom much is given, much is expected. So it's an encouragement more than anything else.
Can you talk a bit about the experience tonight? What it was like to walk the red carpet and meet everybody,
Yes. It feels really good. So I've been representing some designers and I've never had that before. They're like, will you wear my clothes? I'm like, yeah, I'll wear your clothes. I know my friend and stylist Solita, who runs a modeling company, showing me how to bring myself, how to hold myself on a red carpet. It's a training ground for me. And hopefully when you see me at the next Junos, it'll be natural.
Wait, who are you wearing?
Oh, well, I'm wearing Envy and Grace on the dress. However, I want to big up Jenny Bird from Toronto for the beautiful jewelry that she has given me. Over $2,000 of jewelry so that I can represent myself beautifully today. I'm very grateful.
Any insights into tonight that you wanted to share?
Insights into tonight, East Coast family and what that song means to me. We brought together, no, actually I didn't bring together. Organically it came together that this song turned out to be representing all the different communities. With Wolf Castle being from New Brunswick and an Indigenous artist, Morgan Tony coming there as an Indigenous fiddler, Wendy McIsaac as an Indigenous fiddler, O&O Sound Lee representing the African Nova Scotians, and myself as an immigrant, representing a wide cross-section of people who moved to Canada to call it home. And so that song, being able to perform it on this platform, means the absolute world to me. And hopefully it means the same for all other Nova Scotians, everyone from East Coast.
All right, I think we have a next question over there.
Hi there.
Hi. Oh, there we go. It's Holly from Citizen Music.
Hey, Holly.
Hi, how are you doing?
Doing well, thank you.
I was just wondering how you're feeling about the future of reggae music in Canada.
Ooh, that is wonderful. You know, it's funny. I just did a song with Kyra McLean. Kyra McLean has won 2 Junos. And guess what the name of the song is? Reggae Not Dead, which is Reggae is Not Dead. And on this song, I went to Jamaica and got some of the people that I've worked with before, including legendary drummer Sly from the iconic duo Sly and Robbie, to be on that. My father as well, Earl Gina Smith, who's worked with the Marleys and who's done a lot of work for reggae music. And it's basically the concept of the song is to bring the future of reggae. Someone like a Kyra McLean, who is an incredibly strong voice and like out of this world talented. With the roots, the real people who made this music and put it on the map. So that's going to be a song on the next album. So to answer to your question, Reggae Not Dead. It's alive here in Canada, and it will continue to be alive with beautiful artists like Omega Mighty, Amoy, Kirk Diamond, Esco Levi, and budding star Kyra McLean.
Amazing. Last question over here.
Hi, Howard Druckmann from Spokane. Congratulations, that was an incredible performance.
Thank
I just wanted to ask, you talked about how it's such a collection of diverse musicians inside of that. Was that your vision and your concept to put that together?
Well, yes, mine and O&O Sound Lee, who produced the song. A year ago last week, we sat in the Maritime Conservatory of Music to write the song. We didn't know where it was going to go, and we spoke about where it could go. Just a few months before we sat together, I had sung the song Bam Bam by Sister Nancy at the National Arts Center in Ottawa, and it caused a stir. And I was like, could we bring some strings in? Could we bring some fiddle in? But then the collaborators that we got in turned out to be representing all these different communities organically. And then it was amazing to us when we stepped back and looked at what we created and what it could potentially represent. And tonight, confirmed what we dreamed of a year ago.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Howard. Thank you. Yeah, that's my dad, eh? Yes, I am. Thank you.
Everything is scary and nothing is serving artists. We're going to get to the licensed legal phase as quickly as possible. And our members are quickly working on that with platforms and technology companies all around the world. So we're really excited about the future of that while still trying to make sure that the stuff that's not licensed and not paying artists is taken down.
Sure. And what are some of the new initiatives that you're seeing that are being used to further promote and protect Canadian music?
Well, I mean, our number one goal is to make sure that copyright framework is maintained throughout AI. We absolutely reject the idea that they're not training their stuff on copyrighted material. So Music Canada, we're just going to be out there knocking on doors in Ottawa and provincial capitals all around the country to make sure that we fight for that. And yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. We're very excited about that work.
Yeah, but did AI write that answer?
Absolutely not. That's a human answer.
Okay, so to put you on the spot just a little bit, give us a couple of your favorite all-time Juno performances.
Oh man, I'm gonna do the Bare Naked Ladies end of ceremony event when they did that in I guess it was Ottawa, and I'm going to say the kickoff performance last year. But my all-timer, the first time when I joined Music Canada, I never done any of this work before, and I sat down in my seats in I guess it was Ottawa, and the pyro warmed my face. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in the music industry. I'm close enough to have my face warmed by the pyro.
I'm just going to assume that was Nickelback.
Yeah, I think that might be.
All right, any questions for... Oh, right there.
Hi, Rudy Blair, Entertainment Media, RudyBlairMedia.com.
Hi, Rudy.
How you doing, man?
So good.
Always great to see you. Since the pandemic, especially in Toronto, a lot of venues have closed.
Yeah.
And to compensate, organizations are trying to do like, hey, come on out. We're going to do a free show at blah, blah, blah. Do you think it's hurting the artists in general by doing that? Because then people don't want to go to the venues to pay to see the artists. Instead, they know they've got free shows happening in this park, especially during the summer. Like, how do we compensate so that no matter what, the artist has somewhere to play and the artist can get paid? Because these days, it's hard for them to get any cash when it comes to releasing music.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that's something we worry about all the time. I mean, our number one goal at Music Canada is that artists get paid when their music is played. And we normally say that in the streaming space, but the other major challenge for artists to break through, both here at home and globally, is to make sure that there's places and spaces for people to perform. And so, if that event is free, we hope artists are paid some way other than ticket pricing, sponsorship, and that sort of thing. And I mean, the greatest advocate in the world for the live music industry is Aaron Benjamin and the Live Music Association, and we're Music Canada is always super proud to support them whenever we can.
Awesome, thank you so much, Patrick. Unless anybody has, we've got more questions.
Yeah,
all right, great.
Yeah, I am.
Hi, Sumit over here. Sumit Debbie from Omni News. Right over here.
There we go.
Sumit from Omni News. We've seen a big investment in Punjabi music, many different labels, and tomorrow we'll see Karan Aujla perform in Punjabi. He'll be the second artist to do so. What do you think is driving this big investment across Canada into Punjabi music?
Yeah, so that's a great question. I'd love to talk about this. I mean, the music industry is global. And there was a time in which it was a walled garden here in Canada, but it is now a global industry. And our best artists in the world are up against the best artists in the world, all from everywhere in the world. And, I think when you look at India's streaming, at one point last year, four of the top 5 songs in India were by Canadian performers. We think that's great. And so, people love Canada. People love the music that we're making, and I'm not surprised that it's made it out to the rest of the world. Thank you.
Over there.
Hi, Clinton Davis from BlackLantic Media. Other than really prevalent issues like copyright and things like that, what are the biggest challenges that both music and musicians are going to face with the growing technology of AI in the future?
Yeah, so I mean, there is the fear of replacing humans. And I think that fear is a fear that our members are taking on head on. And they've been very clear. That's the goal of the Sony, Warners, and Universals of the world, to keep making human music with human expression. And we'll use AI as a tool. Does it mean that artists are going to have to learn an entirely new technology set or work with labels to figure out that technology set? Yep, it is. It's going to be a massive challenge. But I think our members are world leaders in this, and we're super excited.
Awesome. Patrick, you're now going to call up your tallest person in the league, right? No?
We're actually moving on to Max and Blue.
All right.
Perfect. This is great.
Thank you so much.
More questions. We're available.
Talk to you soon. Thank you.
So of course, the work, they uplift us, and our work gets even more elevated because of that. So that's why.
Very well.
Hi, Howard.
Hey.
Hi, Liz. Hi, Max. Just wanted to say congratulations on your second Juno. I wonder if you could talk a little bit about the experience of immigrating to this country, and now you're at a stage where you have your second Juno, you're starting a family. It's just kind of an incredible Cinderella story almost. Can you talk about how that feels and how that has been for you?
Well, it ain't Cinderella sometimes, especially in the bank account or credit card. But it is very special to be recognized by a country where we have been here for only 10 years, a decade in a country. It feels like a lot for us, but it's not that much for a career. So this is extra special, and it represents and it gives hope to many other immigrants that come to this country, and then they can see, oh, you can go, you can get it, and you can do it. But it takes a lot of work.
Yeah, you keep showing up, and hard work. A lot of things, like bad things, happen to you, and then you don't give up, and you try to make it better, and try to be better, and keep practicing, and keep making it better, your craft, and learning the business, because, you have to learn the business. Like in our country, basically you just do the music, and then here you have to learn the other side of the music. So as long as you understand how it works, and then it can give you,
and surround yourself with the people that know what they're doing.
That they love what you do. That's the most important thing. Like bring that community sort of sense. People need to believe in your craft and in you. Otherwise, there's no. It's very hard. Yeah.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Okay. My price is going up after this.
Hi, I'm Gokcha with the Dalhousie Gazette. First of all, you guys look gorgeous. Also, I wanted to ask one immigrant woman to others, how does it feel carrying your cultural background and showing it through your art to such success that this is your second Juno now?
It feels amazing because the power of and we did not prepare our speech, so today I want to say it right now. We owe it to our ancestors. Our ancestors brought us here, and our culture brought us here, and we take from that Afro-Cuban religion of Santeria, and we take the music and we bring it up here because we were classically trained. But thanks to that education and that our ancestors and our families carried us to this point, we're here, and it is beautiful, and we just want to share it. And music is meant to be shared, and music is meant to connect people with other people. So nobody knows what we're saying in our album. Sometimes we don't even know what we're saying because it's an ancient chant that we don't know exactly what we're saying, but we just know that it connects and it has a lot of deep meaning to us. So that carries us, and it shows because we're here, because we're doing it with a lot of love, but Okan means heart in our Afro-Cuban dialect, and we're doing it with our hearts every single day.
That's what shows. I mean, people are connecting. People are showing the love back, and that it's everything. So we're doing something right.
How you doing, man? Rudy Blair Entertainment Media, RudyBlairMedia.com. First, love the outfit.
Thank you very much.
Looking good. As a Christian singer, and it's somebody singing in the church, people have always said the best singers come from the church. Do you consider that to be true?
Yes.
Because you see, and why?
Yep.
It's generally one of the first place you get to get the opportunity to present, and so it opens the door for you to gain confidence. And so as a result of that, early beginning and early opportunity, you're able to be bold and be able to learn a bit more of who you are as a person, your voice per se. I would say. Thanks. Hi, Howard Rockman from SoCal. Congratulations. Yeah, thank you. Just wanted to, you're singing in church, and Rudy mentioned something about that. There's kind of been a tradition, whether you talk about someone like Sam Cooke or Aretha Franklin, or these singers who were singing in another church, and then they got started to sing about things more earthly and more worldly. I'm just wondering whether there's sort of this tradition of they left the church and it's such a terrible thing, even though they became very popular in doing that. I'm just wondering how you feel about that kind of thing, where someone who sings in church and sings religious music and then goes and sings what used to be called soul music, and deals with more earthly concerns, whether that's looked down on from a religious perspective?
From my perspective, our life is broad, and so although you allow your faith to dictate how you present yourself, you can speak on different topics. And so I believe you can speak on love. I believe you can speak on matters that is current and that's in your face, and be a voice.
Hello. Congratulations. My name is Clinton from BlackLantic. Looking back, how has being the GMA Covenant Awards Gospel Artist of the Year recipient to transition into being a Juno Award winner impacted you? How is it impacting you right now, personally and professionally? And can you share any moments from the recording of that album that impacted you deeply?
Of course, it's a significant win. Coming from Falmouth, Jamaica, I never dreamt that this would have been possible. This journey of taught me how to persevere and how to push through, and sharing what God has given to me to others, to bring hope, to bring healing to everyone. The steps that I've taken has allowed me to be the person I am today. And so the GMA have molded me, I would say, and allowed me to be more of an artist that understand how to bring my voice across. And so it would have, last year I was nominated for, I think, 5 or 6 GMAs. And that I think it would have been a precursor to this. And that's a blessing. I don't take it for granted, representing who I am as a person and representing what I believe in. And so I just thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
You like to use music as a message. How important is that for you?
It's very important. It's a tool. It's something that you can use to convey what the deeper inner aspect of your being. And so for me as a believer, I strongly believe in using it to bring across positivity, to spread the message of love, and point people to God, who I believe in.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you.
This is so serious. This is the NBA newsroom.
Talking about practice.
Hi. Should I take it off?
Yeah, you can take it off. You're the artist.
Hello.
Yeah. Awesome. So I'm going to open up the floor right there.
Hi there. Oh, sorry, over here.
I just found any glasses.
Okay, hi. Jonathan Gordon with TikTok.
Hi.
First of all, congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
Just want to say, first off, Hotter Now. Best song by far, in my opinion. Was that inspired in any way by Stronger from Kelly Clarkson?
It actually wasn't. Shout out Kelly Clarkson, though. But it was kind of like, that's a famous phrase. And we were like, how do you revamp the phrase and make it different? I think we've heard the Stronger one over and over, which is fire. But I was like, I'm hotter. I'm a pretty girl era girl. So we gotta be hotter now. And I think when we hit that, it felt like really mean. And we wrote that too.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem.
Hey Lou, Howard Druckmann from SoCan. Nice to see you again.
Hi.
Hi. Just wanted to ask, you are really coming into your own right now, and a lot of stuff is happening. And I know that it's only gonna inspire you to do more and to do more and to go further and to go further. Can you talk a little bit about that sort of relentless ambition that you have?
I have to keep working like that. I had no choice then. It'd be nice if the ride was easy, but I'm a Black woman. I make pop music. There's not a lot of me out there, especially making mainstream pop music. But the journey's been really cool, and it just shows me how much I want it because I keep going no matter what hurdles come in my way.
Hi there, my name is Hilary LeBlanc. I'm with BlackLantic Media. Obviously, you just performed your song Pretty Girl Era, which is just, chart topping and doing amazing. And I see you as, a Black woman, body confident, all of this radiant positivity, and you're stunning. What do you think the next era is for Pretty Girl Era? What do you think the next thing is going to be that Black women reclaim as their own?
Ooh, that's a deep question. Beyonce, I love that she's having a very new, amazing moment right now, and she just dropped country music. And I don't know if you saw her post, but it spoke about wanting to live in a time where Black people can drop whatever kind of music and be whatever genre they want to be, and it's not like a whole thing because you're Black and you're in a genre in a space that a lot of times the gates have been closed. So I don't know. I think like our next era is us getting to just be ourselves and not having to fight to lift up the whole community. Of course, I want all of us to win. Like, don't get that wrong. I want all of us to win, but it'd be nice for me to be up here as just Lucala. But right now, I feel like I'm up here as Lucala and every Black artist that wants to do something outside of the box. I hope that explained it a little bit.
Absolutely. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Rudy Blair Entertainment Media, RudyBlairMedia.com.
Oh, hi, Rudy.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I am good.
One of my first interviews.
And we had a deep conversation, which was why Legacy Awards.
Yes.
And you were honored there.
I was. Shout out to Legacy Awards.
I want to ask, how did it feel because we had a deep conversation several years ago at Canadian Music Week. And I remember some of the things that you were talking about and what you wanted to achieve and where you wanted to go. Legacy Awards, you're honored there today with nominations and being honored again in such an amazing way. I mean, to be on that stage is an honor. What do you think it was when they said no, you said yes? What did you do to make sure that yes became reality?
Wow. Y'all trying to make people cry today? Is it rude that I'm not looking? Sorry. I'm looking who to ask the question. I don't know. I've always been really relentless and like I've always only focused on plan A. Everybody else was like, don't you have a plan B? Like, don't you want to go to college? Nothing wrong with college, but no, girl, I'm going to make it in what I want to make it in. And I knew if I focused on anything else that would take me away. And it just feels really good to be in a space and time right now where I am being recognized for my hard work. Did I answer your question?
You always answer.
Okay, fire.
Hello, girl, Lucala.
Hi.
Hello. My name is Miki from CHO 89.1 FM in Ottawa. So basically, okay, just so you know, your song Hotter Now is actually my alarm clock.
Oh, I love to see it. I mean, you wake up hotter now.
Yeah, that's what I do. But anyway, so I have a message from my program director, City Fidelia. He's actually
hi, City.
Say hi to you. And also my question to you is that what is your best memory in this musical journey?
Oh, best memory.
Yeah.
I think like one of my best memories is, I think a lot of people think that this is all overnight. It is absolutely not overnight. I am not a plant. I've been growing this tree for a minute. But I think one of my best memories is being backstage at the Billboard Music Awards and SZA literally running up to me and singing my song to me. She sang Pretty Early to me. And that was kind of amazing because it felt like there was a bridge happening where like the people that I'm such massive fans are of, some of them know who I am. And just like also finding out that I had 3 top 10s last year on radio. That's pretty fire.
Woohoo! Thank you. Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Last question right here.
Hi, Amanda from Stingray Music.
Hi.
Congratulations on all your success this year and your amazing collaboration. We would like to know who you would like to work with next.
Oh, I love that question. Well, I mentioned SZA, so like, duh, like, give me the call, sis. I would hop on very quickly. There's a lot of people I'm a fan of, like Rihanna. I'm her number one. I am the Navy. It's me. So whenever she's ready to drop music, I will be on it. Cardi B. Let's do Nicki. Like, I want to have a good time with music, and I think there's some other cool collaborators I've like never really thought about that I think would be cool. Like, there's some cool Canadian people. I love talk. Be your friends, and who knows? Maybe we'll do something together. But I'm just open to make the best music that I can.
Oh, right here. Hey, Toby, Howard Jordan from SoCan. Nice to see you again.
Absolutely. Thank you.
2 Junos. One small question. The significance of the glove?
Threefold.
Okay.
The style is cold. And I'm trying not to get sick, to be honest with you. All right, so that's it.
More serious question, maybe. You mentioned in your first acceptance speech that you got your sense of sort of social justice from your mother. I wonder if you could talk a little bit more about how that happened and what's that meant for you, what that's meant for you.
Absolutely. So my mom, she was working as a lawyer in Nigeria before we moved to Canada. And then when we moved to Canada, she started working with women that had lived through like abuse. And I was just so like connected to it, even as a young kid, you know, just hearing all the stories. And she was so passionate about it. She's still so passionate about it. So that's definitely something that I've like subconsciously taken in over the years. So, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you.
Hey, not much. How are you?
I'm blessed. How are you feeling?
Feeling blessed.
Yeah, nice suit, man.
Thank you so much. Local Halifax designer Robert Batuo.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So congratulations, of course. Howard, you took my first question. So okay, it's all good. You mentioned on stage, like, rap artists keep continuing to take things to the next level in Canada. As a three-time Juno Award winner, how are you planning to help keep that momentum going and help artists really continue to elevate here?
I think the most important thing for me is collaboration. One, and just like breaking down the stigma that there's not enough room for us all to be great. You know what I mean? I think sometimes when you're in a market that is not as mature as other markets, like as mature as like New York or LA or Atlanta, sometimes artists can feel a little bit shy about reaching out to their peers. You know what I mean? So I think that's an important thing for me to help do. In the last few years, I've collaborated with so many Toronto artists and producers. Like the list is pretty long. And I'm proud of that. And I say that with pride. So I think that more Canadian artists should be able to do that with each other because we're fucking talented, man. Part of my friend, we're fucking talented, man. So let's get it.
Growing up in Toronto, I really understand that answer about that stigma. So thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Tobi, Rudy Blair Entertainment Media, RudyBlairMedia.com. We keep doing this. I'm honest. I'm getting tired of seeing you up on that stage with us.
Oh man. Oh, I don't like to hear that, man.
But there's more to it. The thing is, though, you're a young man who's becoming a role model. 2 questions back to back. 1, how does it feel being so young and becoming a role model? And 2, knowing that a role model is now going into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame, first hip hop rapper to be able to do that. We're talking about Maestro Fresh Wes.
Absolutely. I think I was just talking about this. 33 years since he put out his first record. 33 years, that's a whole lifetime. That's before I was born, and to see just how he keeps going, but also like pivoting into different worlds and maintaining that youthful energy, that's something that I love. We often hear stories about hip hop artists, or not even just hip hop artists, just artists kind of like crashing out at such a young age, Like, I think we should celebrate that longevity, and we should celebrate, reaching a mature stage and an age. So I'm happy about it, and we're gonna keep going. So
you being a role model now?
Yeah, I guess I never really look at myself as that. You know what I mean? Because that's not really my MO. But I do want to say that for any youth that takes inspiration from my work and my candor or my worldview, you know what I mean? I appreciate that. You know what I mean? But I never look in the mirror like, oh yeah, you're that role model today. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being me. I'm just being myself, and hopefully it inspires somebody else to just be great. And that's it. Respect.
All right, guys. So my name is Mickey from CHO 89.1 FM. Okay, everybody already take all my questions.
Right.
But I still have the question for you. Okay, so what are your thoughts on the state of rap?
In general?
Yes. Like in Toronto and in Canada.
My thoughts on the state of rap. I think that more rappers in Canada should be celebrated, personally. I think we have a lot of talent, and I think that the genre of rap has always carried this kind of like stigma to it. But I think it's one of the most important art forms, as poetry in motion, I would even liken it to like being a sculptor or an architect. You take pride in your craft, right? And do it to the best of your ability. So I think we're getting up there. Yeah.
All right, and who are the Canadian rapper you're listening to right now?
Canadian rappers, Northside Benji, Havaya, Pressa, Thelonious. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but he's really dope. He's from Toronto. Who else? Now my brain is frank. Raz Fresco. I don't know if you folks know Raz Fresco. I grew up with him in Brampton. There's Shad, of course. Yeah, that's off the top. Now I'm on the spot, but that's off the top. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. Just so you know, I like the whole outfit.
Hey, thank
You look so like sharp, bro. So
I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
thank you.
Any other questions? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah.
I'm just saying what up.
Oh, what up? Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, Tobi.
All right, thank you guys so much.
Any questions? We move to this paragraph. Oh, there we go.
Can you just speak to, first of all, Hilary LeBlanc from BlackLantic Media? You look amazing. The braids are stunning, like phenomenal.
So do you.
Thank you very much. Can you speak a bit to the inspiration behind the album that won, and maybe to what jazz looks like for a Black woman such as yourself in Montreal and in Quebec?
The album is based on gratitude for my ancestors, reminding us that we're made of nature and to return to that ground and to cherish it and each other. And definitely a wonderful thing to be an artist in Montreal, because art is everywhere. Jazz is meant to be mixed with all the genres so that we can hear the jazz of the future. And I think the jazz of the future is meant to be mixed with lots of stuff, the same way humans are all coming together and creating new horizons.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Last question, if anyone has one. All right,
Have a
ladies and
good
gentlemen.
evening.
I don't have a park for you, but thank you. Right here.
Hello, sir. Rudy Blair Entertainment Media. Don't give me that. I think you already know what I'm going to say, man. We keep doing this.
Yeah, we keep.
But what is it like to win several times when you know you are in the most stacked category at the Junos? Because when you go to the reggae category and you see the artists, every single one of them are major, and it could be a flippable coin, but somehow that coin lands on your win.
I was nervous. I was like, you know what I mean? You see Jah'Mila there, and Jah'Mila is basically reggae royalty. You know what I mean? So she's been raised in it since she was a baby. You know what I mean? You have Esco, you have Amoy, who's always here. They live here, basically, you know what I mean? And then Omega. A lot of people don't know, but when Omega was like 18, 19, I used to pick her from her house and bring her to dances. You know what I mean? So 15 years later, we're here at the Junos, nominated in the same category. It's like a full circle moment for me, So, but I'm glad the coin flips on me.
Hey, Kirk and Finn, congratulations to you both. I remember we talked to you once, and you told us that someone either gave you the challenge to not speak to them again until you won your first Juno, or just wanted you to win one. Now you've won two. I'm just curious. Three. I should sit down. Now you've won three. What did you say to that person? And, what next height are you going to reach?
I did it, you know what I mean? Like, I won it. It was a challenge that was necessary for me to be able to do it, you know what I mean? And I think that is the thing. Like, without challenges, you don't go anywhere, you know what I mean? Without something to push you, you don't, you're not motivated to do anything, you know what I mean? So for me, that was the motivation that I needed, and I'm very grateful for it, so that's what I say to that person.
What are you setting your sights on next?
To go international from Canada, like just listening to the artists that aren't here because they're somewhere else touring. I'm like, I want to be nominated. I'll be here.
We're dropping from SoCan. I just wanted to ask, what do you think is the current state of reggae music in Canada? Do you think it's healthy? Do you think it's vibrant?
It needs help. It needs a lot of it, if I'm being completely honest. The infrastructure is not built as yet. And I think one of the reasons for that is the people that were doing it before us are no longer here. So when people like myself and Esco and Moy are doing it, we never had any guidance. There was no one before us that said, this is how you do it, these are the steps to do it. We had to figure it out on ourselves, right? And I hope that we don't make that same mistake for the generation after. You know what I mean? We need to be able to help them because we are here, and it would be unfortunate if we did that. We would drop the ball. You might as well take every Juno back if we don't do that. Oh, he's a 50-year-old, not a 15-year-old boy. You know what I mean? So it's like, and I perform with Kyra almost every other week. So it's like to see him perform. My mom was like, "Yeah, it's all you, my friend."
Really? Over here, Rudy Blair Entertainment Media, RudyBlairMedia.com. Good.
Oh, yes, you! I remember we did a Zoom one.
We did a Zoom.
That was fun.
We talked about the music. The music has won. How does that feel, knowing from back then to now, the transition? There you are.
Honestly, I didn't expect it. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm just enjoying this journey, but it's been great to see, I guess, like, songs that I've really held, like, close to my heart be rewarded, you know, even in physical form is amazing. So I'm really, really blessed. Thank you.
Step right here.
Hi, my name is Hilary LeBlanc. I'm with BlackLantic, and I actually had the privilege of seeing you open for Julie Black at the Harbourfront Center in Toronto. I was wondering if you could speak to not only this amazing journey, but, you know, opening for such a legendary woman and pioneer in this community, as well as some of the themes for your songs, because I was touched, that they resonated. If you could speak to that as well.
First of all, Julie Black is so iconic. Her performance was insane in the live band. Loved it. And so with that being said, just opening for somebody like that meant everything because I also used to listen to her on the radio as a kid. And I feel like listening to somebody, especially who is like me and is a Black woman in the industry, is so inspiring. And she's a powerhouse. Like, her voice makes me remind myself, like, girl, listen to your vocal coach, practice, strengthen your throat, because that's how I'll achieve, like, longevity, you know, and continue to be able to inspire people through my music. So that's awesome.
That's it.
Thank you.
That's room for one more.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. Howard Drucken from SoCan. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask you, because your music has blown up so much on social media, does that affect the way you write songs? Does that affect how you're going to do things in terms of getting your material together?
Honestly, I don't think so, because when I'm songwriting in my room, or if I'm in a session, or if I'm in a studio, or whatever the case, I'm always just pulling off of just, like, inspiration from what's going on in my life. I don't think I can ever really run out of ideas because life is always going, you know? So even with social media, even if whatever happens, you know, I think people will still remember, like, this girl made a song that really resonated with me. And I think that's what's keeping me going. So, yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Oh, hold on. We got one right there.
I have one, yes. Hi, Hilary LeBlanc with BlackLantic Media, and my question is specifically for Allison Russell. Yesterday you won an award, and earlier last year you sort of said that being on Obama's list of like amazing music had sort of maybe prophesized an amazing year, and then you went on to win a Grammy and win this Juno. And while I don't want to give any credence to Obama, I just want to know what you think might be next, considering you were just, you know, breaking down doors and doing such amazing work.
I think more of this circle work, like, this is what brings me the most joy. This is what brings me the most joy, is collaborating with artists who inspire me and make me want to write songs and make me want to be a better singer and all the things. Like, so just more collaboration. And I think as our circles grow, there's no ceiling, there's no limit to what we can all accomplish together.
Actually, also, just one last one. You look amazing. Do you mind telling us who you're wearing?
Yes. So this is a local to Halifax. She moved here, I think, about a decade ago. And her company is called Mishnat.
fashion, MICHNAT, and it's all locally sourced. It's all sustainable. It's all ethical. It's all good for the environment. She stitched this herself, and it's a few blocks from here. You can go and she has just been named one of the Atlantic Power Women in Halifax. So she's, bringing her West African roots and making something new here in Halifax. So I'm proud to wear her pocketed dress tonight.
Amazing. Thank you. An amazing performance. Thank you.
Next up right here. Hi, David Friend from the Canadian Press. Alison, this one's for you. Backstage here tonight, there have been a couple conversations about various political issues, Israel, Palestine, LGBTQ rights being threatened. You've been a ray of light in dark times. You've gone through a lot yourself. And when I saw your live show recently, I saw in you something that I think we need during this time, hope. And I was wondering if you'd sort of reflect on the dark times that we are in and I think are ahead of us, and how we see the light.
Again, I think it's this. I think it's what we're all doing together, because hope is a practice and it requires community in order for us to stay encouraged and to stay hopeful and to believe that we can change things. We feel powerless when we're divided. There's only one tactic, right, of all fascism, of all bigotry throughout our human history, and it's divide and conquer. And if we resist divide and conquer, if we hold central the truth that all children are our children, and that's not neutrality, it's not both sidesism, it's not any of that. It's my deepest truth that all children are our children. If we hold that sacred and really believe it and follow it through to the end, we are going to reduce harm, and we are going to build stronger, better, more loving, more forgiving, healthier, safer communities. And to me, that's what our job as artists is the currency of art is actually empathy, right? Like what happens when we're together like this, our cortisol levels go down, our serotonin, our oxytocin levels in our brains literally become less fearful. Our limbic systems link up. We can see each other. We can start to creatively problem solve. It's our strength as humans when we come together and do this. So if we resist, divide, and conquer, we keep centering our circles of power and the practice of hope, everything changes for the better. And we can do it. We have the power. The people have the power.
Right here.
That was amazing.
Thank you.
Tell me, you knew that Cardi was inducting you.
Yes.
You know he was going to do a rap?
Nah, but I know he's going to say something. He's a pretty prolific guy. I didn't know he could spit bars like that. He did his thing, though. Enough respect to my brother Cardi now. Yeah. When I asked him, he was about to eat some steak. And I go out, listen, he's with his friends, whatever like that. And I said, listen, I got to talk to you for 2 minutes. He went, now? I go, yeah, fam, this is really important. It'll take two minutes. Pull out the apron. I go, listen, man, I'm about to get inducted into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame. There's only one person I want to introduce me. What do you think? Give me a big hug, said, finally. Okay, now you can go back and finish your dance. So big up to my brother Cardi now.
Next up right here, David James from CIUT 89.5 in Toronto. I know you know that station.
Of course, thanks for all the support.
Yeah, absolutely. You have your hands in many parts of the entertainment industry. Could we see another rap hip-hop album coming out?
Well, yeah, I got the Rap Prime Minister out right now. It's a compilation, 24 songs, favorite songs within the last 24 years. I figure the Prime Minister lives at 24 Sussex, right? The Junos are on the 24th of March, 2024. So let me do my thing because I'm the Rap Prime Minister. So, try to do my thing.
Love it. Next up right here.
Hey, Miles from iHeartRadio Canada.
Yes,
Congratulations once again.
Thank you so much, Miles.
If it was up to you, who would you induct next year?
Next year? They ain't going to give another MC. But let me see. Has Michael Bublé been inducted yet?
I don't think so.
Maybe Michael Bublé, man. Because last year we had Nickelback. Bublé ain't done it yet. I'd love to do that. That'd be fresh. I just met Anne Marie in the thing. And I wanted to give her a big hug. She looked at me and said, "Chocolate?" Oh. So I felt kind of whack and walked out. No, just joking, but that was a good one, though. That was a good one, though. That was a good one, though. That didn't happen, but, that was fun. Congrats. Shout out to Anne Marie, man. She's a legend, man. Legend.
Hi, Hillary LeBlanc from BlackLantic Media. It's been amazing seeing you not only in Toronto at the pop-up for Destination New Brunswick and speaking about now the legacy you're building in St. John with the show Maestro Fresh Wes, and seeing you tonight getting this amazing distinction, and seeing your family and how you act and the way you carry yourself. Can you speak to why legacy is not only so important, but how this started and this like fire inside of you to leave such a lasting impression for the Black community and all the communities that you touch?
Yeah, I think that's a profound question. Some of you all may know, some of you don't know, but I established the Maestro Fresh Wes Scholarship for Black youth who want to learn skilled trades, because I don't feel we got a shortage of MCs, but we got a shortage of Black youth interested in learning how to use their hands and learning. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is as MCs, right? We have the power to influence people beyond the parameters of music, right? So I felt that was something to do. And the Aqyila campus of Nova Scotia Community College, they found the recipient. And I talked to the young brother, and he was happy. He was grateful, and I told him, congratulations, and I wish you all the best. And I hope this type of initiative can inspire other MCs, other musicians to take it to the next level, man. You know, we got to go beyond just the parameters of music, because words are powerful, man. Music is so powerful, beautiful.
Thank you.
Last question right here. How you doing today, Maestro? Congratulations.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
My name is John Langer with 105.9 Seaside FM. In your speech, you said you were, quote, instantly humbled.
Yeah.
Can you give us a couple more sentences on that?
Yo, I mean, I've heard he was 56, my age, when he got his. So I felt good. I was nominated for 5 awards. I won 2. This guy named Brian Adams kicked my butt because I was nominated for Artist of the Year, but that was what happened. But I had Rap Artist of the Year. It was the very first rap award for rap recording of the year, and Drop the Needle for my video. But if you see the Junos, it's like a big water bottle, right? Leonard Cohen, it was like, his thing was like standing ovation for him. And I realized once you reach a certain destination, there are more expectations for you. So even though I got this Hall of Fame award right now, I want to continue going. I ain't even started yet. So I just want to let you all know, man. Get used to the big nose.
Thank you so much.